rebalance life. So a balanced life today, this lifestyle we are having, the visiting, the work, the university, the activities we have, a long, very long to-do list. It's really sometimes we just find ourselves and drag down all details and we forget to rebalance our life. So it's very important that we rebalance in different ways. And for me, I'd like to share my way how to
Very good
rebalance.
afternoon to everyone present over here. Sorry, ma'am, may I interrupt you a bit? Let me first uh, start this program formally. A very good afternoon to everyone present over here. My name is Gopal Verma, and I take the privilege to warmly welcome all our delegates on second day of this two-day international conference on importance of integral system of yoga for physical and mental well-being, organized by the Central Sanskrit University, Shri Ranbir campus, Fort Bhalwal, Jammu, in collaboration with MENA Amin Traditional Yoga and Meditation Center, Egypt, and Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga, Kiev, Ukraine, in connection with the 8th International Yoga Day on 21st of June 2022. A very special thanks to you all for gracing this special occasion with your esteemed presence. I am delighted to be your host for today. At the very outset, I would like to request Dr. Parveen Mani Tripathi, Assistant Professor in Shri Ranbir campus of Central Sanskrit University, for Vedic recitation of Mangala Charan to begin this program, as this is our tradition to take the blessings of the Almighty and we initiate everything with the veneration of the God. So, Dr. Praveen Mani Tripathi, please do the favor.
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। स्तुता मया वरदा वेदमाता प्रचोदयन्ताम् पावमानद्विजानाम् आयुः प्राणं प्रजां पशुं कीर्तिं द्रविडं ब्रह्मवर्चसम् मह्यं दत्त्वा प्राजतब्रह्मलोकम् सक्तुमिव तित उना पुनन्तो यत्र मनसा वाचा मक्रता जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदाः सनः परसदति दुर्गाणि विश्वा नावेव सिन्धुं दुरितात्यग्निः हरिः ओम् नमो नमः।
Thank you, Dr. Praveen Mani Tripathi, for this wonderful Mangala Charan. Before we start, it is mandatory to introduce the esteemed panel of experts who have spared their valuable time to be the part of this program and share their views. For this, I would request Professor Manoj Kumar Mishra, Head Department of Veda in Shri Ranbir campus of Central Sanskrit University, to kindly introduce and formally welcome all the dignitaries. Professor Manoj Kumar Mishra, sir.
श्रियकान्ताय कल्याण निधये निधयेऽर्थिनाम् श्री वेंकट निवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम। नमस्ते शारदे देवी कश्मीरपुरवासिनी त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यादानं तु देहि मे। Respected Dr. Indu Sharma ji, who is chairperson of the station. She hails from Department of Yoga, Education, Desai National Institute of Yoga. Madam, your presence is very encouraging for us, very heartening for us. And your valuable lecture would benefit us in various ways. Many facets of yoga will be discerned by you. So I welcome you from the core of my heart, madam. Welcome you again and again. I also welcome Dr. Kundan Sandavar, who is chairman of the board of Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga, Kyiv, Ukraine. His institution is collaborating with us to organize this program. Though his country is in a very adverse position, the things are not going well there. In spite of all that, his spirit is so high that he acceded to collaborate with us, and he will be delivering keynote address, and by his keynote address also we will be benefited multiply. After this comes the number of Miss Sajamalla, yoga volunteer, Syrian Center for Yoga and Meditation. She also comes from a troubled area, a troubled country. There also the things are not very normal, but life force is being driven by her yogic practices and meditational motivation and transcendentalism. I welcome you also, ma'am, and on this virtual platform, and we will be benefited by your lecture also in many ways. Now I come to Mrs. Khalaud Aliami, who is a well-being expert and founder of Tamod for yoga and fitness equipment, Saudi Arabia. Madam, I welcome you also. You will also deliver your lecture on virtual platform that is being in operation now, and it is a great sign of enlightenment that in the country like Saudi Arabia, you are pioneering and heading and flipping the importance of yoga and meditation with the earnest sincerity. I extend my hearty welcome to you also, madam. Then comes the number of Mr. Ravi, who is a yoga expert and a trainer, New Delhi. He is a famed person, and he is well known for his yogic practices and training. Fortunately, he is also with us on this pious occasion. I extend hearty welcome to Mr. Ravi also. This program is being organized by our campus with valuable blessing and coordination of our respected director, Professor Madan Mohan Jhaji. He is like elder brother to me, and he is very keen in organizing all such type of programs. I touch his feet, I seek his blessing, and extend my welcome to him also. Our Vice Chancellor and my good friend, Professor Srinivas Varkhedi ji initiated this program, and he guided us in various ways. I don't know whether he is here on the virtual platform or not, but there is a proverb, "Khali kursi ki bhi atma hoti hai." So, though he may not be present here, yet I welcome him. I also welcome my very, very dear friend and younger brother, Dr. Yogendra Dikshit ji, who is coordinating this program. And he has been assiduously working for this so that the outcome of this conference becomes very conducive to all of us. So I welcome him also. I welcome Gopal ji, Praveen ji, and other of my colleagues and students whoever have joined this program. And at last, extending en masse welcome to every one of you. I put an end to my voice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful welcome and introduction of the guests. Now, without wasting our time, I will call upon our first guest in today's keynote speaker, Dr. Kundan Sandwar, to kindly deliver his keynote speech and address for those who have virtually joined the program. So please welcome Dr. Kundan Sandwar.
Welcome you, sir.
Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. I accept my namaste, namaskar, pranam to all the participants, all the professors, teachers, students, those who have joined, those who will be joining, those who will listen afterwards. सभी को मेरा बहुत बहुत प्रणाम. I'll start with the situation. Situation is in Ukraine is bad, you know very well. So because of that situation, I with my family, we have moved to Poland for the time being. Jab tak se wahan situation is not getting better. My words will be consigned to that thing. What is the situation of yoga in Europe? What we have not done in Europe, what we should do in Europe to bring this yoga science to this European world. I've been living in this Ukraine for last 30 years, and I have been meeting lots of people who are in Ayurveda, yoga, not only teachers, people who are doing yoga and who are interested in yoga and Ayurveda. So after 2014, when 11th of December, when this 21st June was declared by United Nations Yoga Day, this is very good. This is very nice that with the help of Prime Minister Modi, Ministry of Ayush, your institutions, people who are here, students, teachers, everybody, and with this effort, we have brought this word yoga to that level. People understand, yes, yoga is something, yoga is there, it's beneficial. Fine. What next? Because the Western world is, Western mentality is a bit different than ours. We are grown up in India, we know इसको प्रणाम करना है, how to give respect to people. Many of the things we don't need to learn. It's coming from inside. But in Western world, the things are a bit different. So what should we do to prove? We have to prove it. Western world believes in proving the things. They go very systematically. It takes time. It's a hard work. But we have to prove that yoga is not a sport. Yoga is not a gymnastic thing. Yoga is something above that. It's science. It's a science. So to prove this, what I would suggest and what I would like and what our organization would like to you people come forward and do these things. We have to go for a clinical trials, real-time clinical trials on yoga. Its benefit. It should be a proven thing. It should be a documentally proven thing. Then you'll say, we have the documents, we have the Vedas, we have the Upanishads. Yes, it's there. But the challenge is we have to prove to the modern science that this is the basic science. This is the science of life. So to prove this, we have to do clinical trials. Lots of clinical trials, hundreds and thousands of clinical trials. Many clinical trials are happening in the world. In India also, a big emphasis is given to do the clinical trials, do the research work. But the problem is the quality of the clinical trials. The parameters, what we are using, this is the important thing. It's not the thing of quantity. So we are making thousands and millions of research work. Students are writing research work every day. It's not enough. We have to go for a quality thing. So once again, I am calling all the interested people, your institutions. You have the knowledge. You have powerful brains. You have yogis. You have learned people. Please come forward. We will do at our end whatever is possible. Let's go for serious clinical trials. For this, our experts, our gurus, they have to make a systemize the thing. They have to fix the parameters. This is the first step. It should be at maybe at the university level, maybe at the government level. So let's start making the parameters of the clinical trials. Once we have made the parameters of the clinical trials, parameter means once we finish the clinical trials, yes, yoga works on nervous system. It gives you sound sleep. It regenerates your positive thinking. It gives the maximum output in your daily life, maximum positive output in your daily life. You do good business when you do yoga. You learn better when you do yoga. You sleep well when you do yoga. Your family relationship is good when you do yoga. Let's prove it. Let's make clinical trials. So once the parameters are ready, and the parameters, again, I am repeating, should be like that. When we finish the clinical trials, nobody can challenge. The modern science should not challenge us. After this, one level will come, and the modern science will say, yes, this is a science. Then they will join hands in different way. They will not be competitors. So in fact, we know there is no competition. It's a science of life. What can be the competitions? It's inside you. Yoga and Ayurveda teaches how to bring the thing out. It's inside you. It's in your brain. It's just a technique to bring it out. So once we have done the clinical trials, the things are there, then we can go in a different way. Let's speak in their language, what they understand better. Then we can say they are spending billions of dollars, billions of euros in wellness. And the most interesting thing comes, yoga you can do with zero investment, almost zero. That is the beauty of yoga. You don't have to invest lots of money. So a day will come when we'll finish all these steps. When the patient will go to the doctor will say not to take the medicine for the diabetes, not to take the medicine for the back pain or good sleep. You go to the yoga therapist, then the system will change. Once we should try to reach that state. Once we'll reach that state, the world will change, the scenario will change, the things will change. And like this, and the second part, how to increase it, how to boost it in a proper way in Europe is one more thing. We should go to the schools. If we'll enter the schools at government level or on private levels, if the child, if the parents of the children know, after doing yoga, my child will come out with flying colors. He will learn the subject faster. He will do well in life. The scenario will change. I am talking globally in that way. If we are able to do this clinical trials and will bring the yoga to that stage, the world will change. So in short, this is my message. And once again, I request all of you, whoever is interested, whoever has the ideas, please come. We can do it in Europe. We can do it in Ukraine. And let's do it together. Give this knowledge to the world and in the proper sense, in the quality knowledge to this world. That's my message. Once again, I am very thankful to the university for arranging such a meeting. These meeting counts. We come together to each other. We know different views, and this is very nice. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, Dr. Kundan Sandwar, for enlightening the audience with your words. We are really feeling fortunate to have you and hear from you. Since we are all very much committed to spread yoga in the world, which will bring the feeling of brotherhood towards each other and bring peace to the world order. With this, I again thank you for your wonderful lecture. Moving on, I now call upon Miss Shaza Malla, yoga volunteer, Syrian Center for Yoga, to kindly illuminate us with her ideas. Miss Shaza Malla. So it is also learned that there is a network problem there. So when she comes online, she will be called for her address. Proceeding further, now I take the opportunity to call a very renowned yoga expert and trainer, Mr. Ravi from New Delhi, who will give live demonstration of the yoga poses in front of the audience. So please welcome Mr. Ravi. Mr. Ravi, are you online? I think there too is a problem, but we'll wait for few seconds. Mr. Ravi, are you there? I think he has also lost his connection. So we'll move further. And next we have one more foreign guest with us, Miss Khulud Liami from Saudi Arabia, who is a well-being expert. Now I will call her to please address the audience. So please welcome Miss Khulud Liami to the dais.
Thanks a lot, Mr. I'm very helpful and grateful for the university for this opportunity. I'm very happy to celebrate this very special day. And from the previous, let's say, lecture and from the audience, we can see that yoga is an international event, and it's becoming like international language. Because I'm here in Saudi Arabia, and you have other speakers from Syria, Ukraine, and other countries. We all talk about yoga. So yoga is not a sport. Yoga is rituals. Yoga is something very important that we all need in our life. So in today's, let's say, opportunity, I would love to highlight the importance of yoga, not as a sport, as my colleague mentioned at the beginning. It's not gymnastic. It's not just showing positions and poses and do very flexible, different and difficult poses. Yoga have a deeper meaning. It's the stillness, the calmness, the presence, to be here, to be present at the moment. So I would love and prefer to talk about different aspects related to yoga. It's the calmness, stillness, presence. It's very important. And I would love to share with you that the importance of the meditation that is embedded in yoga, how it's very important, and how we do use it to rebalance our life. Because we all have a very busy schedule. We all have a very long to-do list. But we need a moment in our day to come back and rebalance our life. And we can do this through yoga. We can do this through being present, being calm, be aware. So these are the most important thing. And these are, let's say, the higher objective of yoga. So it's very important to do that. So by saying that, I think we need to cover the other aspect of yoga, to do more research about it, because I'm going to echo what my colleague mentioned at the beginning. We need more researchers. We need to show the people how the yoga is very important in our life, how meditation is very important. But I think in the same time, we need to deliver it in a very basic message and make it very easy so people will not see it as a very hard to do. Because I remember when I started my journey in yoga and meditation, the message I was received is when you want to meditate, you need to have a zero thoughts. So I tried my best and I did everything. Unfortunately, I couldn't reach this state. Then I realized this is not the correct thing that we need to deliver to people. You need to be aware of your thoughts and let it be. So this is the let's say simplicity and at the same time complexity of this matter. So I encourage myself and everyone in the yoga community to deliver this message, to tell people that they can rebalance their life through yoga. They can always find a shelter within themselves by yoga. So I know my message is very short, but it's very important to make it very short, very simple. And I also invite you all to do the same, to make it very easy for other people to explain to them. It's simple, yet it's deep. So the deepness of yoga is the most important thing. So again, thank you very much. I'm very grateful for this opportunity for Sanskrit University and all the audience. Thank you for your time, and I'm really happy to be part of this great joining. So have a good day, and thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Khulud Aliami, for your wonderful views on yoga and for motivating the audience. You talked about your own journey of yoga. Thank you so much for being here and motivating our audience. Now, moving ahead, uh, I may now request our chairperson of the session, Dr. Indu Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Yoga, Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, New Delhi, to please come on the dais and address the audience and express her thoughts on yoga.
कार्यक्रम से जुड़े समस्त महानुभावों को, पदाधिकारी गणों को एवं योग प्रेमियों को मेरा प्रणाम। प्रार्थना से मैं अपना वक्तव्य प्रारंभ करूंगी। शांति शांति शांति। आज का ये कार्यक्रम जो कि 2 दिवसीय है, 8वें अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के उपलक्ष्य में मनाया जा रहा है। केंद्रीय संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालय श्री रणबीर कैंपस जम्मू, इजिप्ट और यूक्रेन के संयुक्त तत्वाधान में यह कार्यक्रम किया जा रहा है। बहुत ही सुंदर प्रयास है। मेरा हार्दिक धन्यवाद आयोजक समिति को कि इस सुंदर कार्यक्रम का हिस्सा मुझे बनाया, मुझे अपने कार्यक्रम में सम्मिलित किया। जैसे कि हम सभी जानते हैं, इस कार्यक्रम का जो उद्देश्य है वो इसके विषय से निर्धारित होता है, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इंटीग्रल सिस्टम ऑफ योगा फॉर फिजिकल एंड मेंटल वेलबींग। बहुत सुंदर ध्येय के साथ इस कार्यक्रम का आयोजन ये आयोजक समिति कर रही है, जो कि जनहित के लिए है। 8वें अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस का जो थीम है वो मानवता के लिए योग। जैसे कि मैंने अभी अपने से पूर्व जो हमारे वक्ता हैं, आज के वक्ता रहे, उनको भी सुना। उनमें हमारे कीनोट एड्रेस डॉक्टर कुंदन जी द्वारा दिया गया। उन्होंने योग को रिसर्च के माध्यम से सिद्ध करने की बात करी। योग अपने आप में सार्थकता लिए हुए है, लेकिन आवश्यकता है कि आज हम उसको जन समाज के सामने प्रस्तुत करें उसकी सार्थकता के साथ। उसमें शोध कार्य अपने आप में एक विशेष महत्व रखते हैं। और ये बहुत अच्छी बात करी डॉक्टर साहब ने कि क्वालिटी रिसर्च होनी चाहिए, क्वांटिटी पे ध्यान नहीं देना है, क्वालिटी रिसर्च पे ध्यान देना है। कि योग की जो वास्तविकता है, यही कारण भी है कि आज पूरा विश्व योग को अपना रहा है। योग को क्यों अपनाया जाएगा, किसी भी चीज को क्यों अपनाया जाएगा? भले ही भारत उसमें लीड कर रहा है, लेकिन आज पूरा विश्व योग कर रहा है। वो इसीलिए ही हर एक व्यक्ति इसीलिए ही योग को अपना रहा है, क्योंकि वो जानता है कि योग में कुछ तो विशेष है, कुछ तो खास है जो कि उसका व्यक्तित्व परिवर्तन कर दे। योग की जो विचारधाराएं हैं, योग की जो संस्कृति है, उसका प्रचार प्रसार पूरे देश को, पूरे विश्व को बदलने में सक्षम है। यही कारण है कि हर कोई योग को अपना रहा है। व्यक्तित्व के हर एक आयाम को, चाहे वो शारीरिक हो, मानसिक हो, सामाजिक हो, आध्यात्मिक हो, हर एक आयाम को विकसित करने का साधन योग है। योग में वो क्षमता है कि व्यक्ति सामान्य से विशेष बन पाए। मानवता का जो विषय इस बार योग थीम रखा गया है, मानवता के लिए योग। योग तो बेसिकली अगर समझा जाए व्यक्ति विशेष के लिए ही है, लेकिन क्या आज का मनुष्य सही मायने में मानव है? मानव तो बहुत हैं, लेकिन मानवता खत्म होती चली जा रही। यही कारण है कि हमें योग को अपनाना है, योग के मर्म को अपनाना है। हमारे दूसरे वक्ता पोलैंड अल-यामी जी ने भी इसी चीज को बोला कि योग के मर्म को समझना है, जटिलता से सरलता की ओर जाना है। योग को केवल आसन या केवल प्राणायाम या केवल बाह्य अभ्यास या दिखावे तक या प्रदर्शन तक ही सीमित नहीं रखना है। योग ऐसा साधन है जो व्यक्तित्व विकास करता है। उसको उस साधन को, उस मर्म को जानना है, उस पक्ष को जानते हुए उसे अपनाने का प्रयास करना। जो हमारे सांस्कृतिक मूल्य हैं, योग उनका प्रचार प्रसार करता है। योग को अपनाने वाला व्यक्ति उन मूल्यों को अपनाता है। अहिंसा, सत्य, स्थिर, ब्रह्मचर्य, अपरिग्रह, शौच, संतोष, तप, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान, मैत्री, करुणा, मुदिता, उपेक्षा, ऐसे बहुत सारी विधियां हैं, बहुत सारे मानव मूल्य हैं जो योग के माध्यम से हम सीखते हैं। अगर हमने योग को केवल आसन प्राणायाम तक सीमित कर दिया तो ये उसकी सार्थकता नहीं। मनुष्य को सही मायने में मनुष्य बनाने के लिए योग की आज परम आवश्यकता है। हमारे पौराणिक ग्रंथ कहते भी हैं, आहार, निद्रा, भय, मैथुन, ये मनुष्य और पशु दोनों में समान है। लेकिन क्या खास बात है जो कि पशु को मनुष्य से अलग समझा जाता? पशुओं से भिन्न मनुष्य का व्यक्तित्व है, अस्तित्व है। उसमें यही विशेषता है कि वह धर्मानुकूल आचरण करता है। जिस मनुष्य में धर्म नहीं है वो पशु के समान है। ये मैं नहीं कह रही हूं, हमारे पौराणिक ग्रंथ कहते हैं। तो आज मानव को सही मायने में मानव बनाने के लिए योग को हमें धारण करना है। वो शुरू हो भी गया है। आज भारत सरकार हर एक सिर से पैर से चोटी तक का जोर लगा रही है कि हर व्यक्ति योग के मर्म को जाने, योग के अभ्यास से जुड़े, योग के सार को समझे। उसी के लिए अनेक संस्थाएं ये प्रयास कर रही हैं कि वो चाहे वर्चुअल मीटिंग के माध्यम से हो, कॉन्फ्रेंस के माध्यम से हो, वेबिनार हो, सेमिनार हो, उस अनेक अभ्यास के माध्यमों से, अपने विचारधाराओं के माध्यम से हर एक व्यक्ति को सजग कर रही है, झंझोड़ रही है। उसके लिए बहुत ही सुंदर प्रयास है इस यूनिवर्सिटी के माध्यम से सभी के मिल के सहकारिता के साथ किया जा रहा है। वसुधैव कुटुंबकम का कॉन्सेप्ट भी हमें योग सिखाता है, उसी पथ पर ले जाता है। उसी का ये कॉन्फ्रेंस जो हो रही है इंटरनेशनल, वो भी उसी का ही एक पक्ष देखने को या उसकी एक सार्थकता सिद्ध करता है। सभी मिलजुल के, एकजुट होके एक पथ पर आगे बढ़े, एक लक्ष्य के लिए काम करें, उसी में सबका विकास है। इस अपने विचारों को रखते हुए मैं बस इतना ही कहना चाहूंगी। जो शोध कार्य की बात हमारे प्रथम वक्ता ने अपने भाव को व्यक्त करते हुए करी, वो शोध कार्य केवल झूठ तथ्य पर आधारित ना हो, वास्तविक हो, हमारे पौराणिक ग्रंथों पर आधारित हो। जो चिकित्सा की बात की जाती है, फिजिकल मेंटल वेलबींग की बात की जा रही है, हेल्थ की बात की जा रही है, योग तो शारीरिक, मानसिक, आध्यात्मिक विकास तक की क्षमता रखता है। योग जो पौराणिक ग्रंथों में जिसको हम पढ़ते हैं, वो चाहे योग उपनिषद के माध्यम में पढ़ें, चाहे वेदों के माध्यम से पढ़ें, दर्शन के माध्यम से पढ़ें, योग सूत्र, गीता, ये सभी हमारे को ऐसी विशेष रीतियां देती हैं, विधियां देती हैं, जिससे कि हम स्वास्थ्य लाभ प्राप्त कर सकते। केवल शारीरिक मानसिक स्तर तक नहीं, आत्मा को पोषित कर सकते। गीता अपने आप में एक काउंसलिंग, एक इफेक्टिव काउंसलिंग पैटर्न हमें बताती है, जिसमें 2 अध्याय के बीच ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है जिसकी कल्पना नहीं की जा सकती। गीता में 18 अध्याय हैं। 18 अध्याय में पहला अध्याय है अर्जुन विषाद योग और अंतिम अध्याय है मोक्ष संन्यास योग। तो कहाँ तो अर्जुन विषाद में था, डिप्रेशन में था, वहां से बात शुरू होता है और अंत में आते आते तक मोक्ष संन्यास योग का कॉन्सेप्ट आ जाता है। उसका विचारधारा, उसकी मन स्थिति पूरी बदल जाती है और वो युद्ध के लिए तैयार हो जाता है। और केवल तैयार ही नहीं होता, युद्ध केवल लड़ता ही नहीं, विजय भी प्राप्त करता। तो पूरी गीता एक पूरा मन स्थिति को परिवर्तित करने की विधा है। योग दर्शन की बात करें तो योग दर्शन में अनेक कारण बताए गए कि हमारा मेंटल डिसऑर्डर होता क्यों है, हम शारीरिक मानसिक रूप से विकृत होते क्यों हैं। तो उसमें क्लेश के रूप में, अंतरायों के रूप में अनेक कारण बताए गए हैं। और केवल कारण ही नहीं बताए, उनका निदान भी बताया गया, उनको समाप्त करने के उपाय भी बताए गए। अष्टांग योग, क्रिया योग, चित्त प्रसाधन के उपाय, ये विभिन्न अनेक उपायों के माध्यम से बताया गया है कि किस प्रकार से अंदर की छुपी हुई शक्तियों को व्यक्ति जागृत कर सकता है। तो उसमें शारीरिक मानसिक विकार तो बहुत छोटा रूप। और इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से मैं अपील करना चाहूंगी कि हम योग का प्रचार प्रसार तो करें, पर योग के मूल को ना छोड़ें। पौराणिक ग्रंथों के आधार पर, चाहे वो हठ योग के ग्रंथ हो, चाहे हमारे सैद्धांतिक ग्रंथ हो, उनके आधार पर हम अपनी बात को आगे बढ़ाएं, योग का प्रचार करें। ऐसा ना हो कि योग का जो वास्तविक स्वरूप है वो विकृत हो जाए, योग की वास्तविकता कहीं छिप जाए और योग किसी और ही रूप में प्रचलित हो जाए। इस चीज का हमें विशेष ध्यान रखना है कि योग का मर्म, योग की सार्थकता, योग का सही स्वरूप ही प्रचार में हो। इसके लिए हठ योग के विभिन्न ग्रंथ, जो कि हठ प्रदीपिका है, घेरण संहिता है, गौरक्षत्र, गौरक्ष पद्धति, विभिन्न सिद्ध सिद्धांत पद्धति, इन ग्रंथों को हम पढ़ें, इन ग्रंथों की विधियों को हम अप्लाई करें। हमारे पास हर विधि का एक कारण हो, उसका पैटर्न हो कि हमने कहाँ से बोल रहे हैं, विद रेफरेंस हम अपनी बातों को रखें। हम अपने पौराणिक ग्रंथों को ना भूलें, योग ग्रंथों को ना भूलें, इसका हम विशेष ध्यान रखें। जो रिसर्च करें, हम ग्रंथों पर आधारित रिसर्च करें, तभी इस योग की सार्थकता है, तभी वो योग सही मायने में विकसित होकर हमारा शारीरिक, मानसिक और आध्यात्मिक विकास कर सकता है। अन्यथा योग अगर विकृत हो गया तो वो जो लाभ हम जिस लाभ को चाहत कर रहे हैं, जिस लाभ को प्राप्त करना चाह रहे हैं, वो कहीं दूर होता चला जाए, वो प्राप्त नहीं हो पाए। अगर हम सही मायने में योग से लाभ लेना चाहते हैं, योग की टेक्निक्स को हमें भुलाना नहीं, पौराणिक ग्रंथों के आधार पर हमें इस योग विद्या को का प्रचार करना चाहिए और अपनाना चाहिए, सही मायने में मनुष्य बनना चाहिए। इन्हीं के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देती हूँ और एक बार पुनः बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद व्यक्त करती हूँ कि जनता जनार्दन को सुख प्रवृत्ति और दुख निवृत्ति के लिए एक बहुत ही सुंदर प्रयास या आयोजक समिति द्वारा किया गया कि हर एक कोई व्यक्ति योग के मर्म को जाने, योग की विधि को जाने, इसको जीवन में अपनाए। और जैसे कि हमारे पौराणिक ग्रंथ कहते हैं कि सुख की चाहत हर एक कोई रखता है, पर सुख मिले कैसे, दुख को हर कोई दूर करना चाहता है, पर दुख दूर हो कैसे। तो निश्चित रूप से योग एक बहुत ही सशक्त और बहुत ही प्रभावपूर्ण साधन है, जिसके माध्यम से व्यक्ति जो चाहे वो प्राप्त कर सकता है। धर्म, अर्थ, काम, मोक्ष, हर एक चीज की प्राप्ति योग के माध्यम से संभव है। हम सभी योग को अपनाएं। योग किसी एक दिन, 2 दिन या 1 महीने, 2 महीने का अभ्यास ना बन के रह जाए, ये जीवन का भाग बने। जीवन में जैसे कि हमारे वक्ता ने भी बताया, जटिलता से सरलता की ओर हम आगे बढ़े ना। हमारे जीवन में जो कठिनाइयां हैं, उनको कैसे हम समायोजित रूप से धारण करें। तो ये 10 मिनट में तो योग बहुत विस्तार है। योग में इतनी चीजें हैं कि जिन पे चर्चा करो तो मन नहीं भरता है ना, कितना हम बोले। और मेरा तो व्यवसाय ही ऐसा है कि हम तो वक्ता हैं और टीचर हैं, तो जब योग चर्चा शुरू होती है तो थमने की इच्छा ही नहीं होती, कितना बोल दें, कितना शेयर करें, उसमें एक अलग ही आनंद हम अनुभव करते हैं। तो मैं एक बार पुनः बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करूंगी आयोजक समिति का कि उन्होंने मुझे मेरे विचार प्रस्तुत करने के लिए इस माध्यम से अपने बीच सम्मिलित किया। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, Dr. Indu Sharma, for your amazing speech. Now, I would again call our two guests, Miss Shaza Malla, yoga volunteer, to come on to the dais and give her presentation if she is online. I think she has not connected yet. So I would again call Mr. Ravi. If he is there online, he can come and give his presentation. So I have learned that he is also not there. So we are now proceeding towards the conclusion of this first session of the second day of this conference. So I will request Shri Sharat Chand Sharma, Head and Dean of Modern Subjects and Languages, to formally present the vote of thanks to our esteemed guests and audiences. Please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gopal Verma. I'm Sharat Chandra Sharma, Dean Modern Subjects and Languages, and it is my proud privilege to present the vote of thanks in the third session of this one of its kind 2-day conference on importance of integral system of yoga for physical and mental well-being. First of all, our thanks go to the chairman of this session, Dr. Indu Sharma, Assistant Professor in the Department of Yoga Education, Morarji Desai National Institute of Yoga, New Delhi. Thank you very much, ma'am, for chairing the session, but also for sharing your valuable thoughts regarding this session and its speakers. You have rightly pointed out that the whole world is connecting with yoga, is performing yoga, because the world is recognizing the power of yoga and the yoga lifestyle. You said that yoga is for humanity. That is the theme of the 8th International Day of Yoga. For this, we have to understand the basics, the fundamentals of yoga. It is important to for a man to be man. He has to go through yoga, and it is very important for him to adapt to the yoga lifestyle. He also said that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is integral to yoga, and you rightly said, ma'am, it is our attempt through this conference to connect to the world and to bring the different perspectives about yoga, and to make the world realize that yoga is not a commercial thing to be marketed as a gymnastics activity or a physical activity. It is something much beyond that. It goes to the heart and the mind and the spirituality. All these things are there which have to be highlighted. And for all these thoughts, I thank you very much on behalf of my campus and my university for your very kind observations and suggestions. Thank you very much for all that. And we hope to continue to have your valuable association in future too. Aapka bahut bahut dhanyawad hai. Next, we'd like to express our gratitude to Dr. Kundan Sandarwa, Chairman of the Board and founder of Ukrainian Association of Yoga, Ayurveda and Yoga, Kyiv, Ukraine. His organization is one of the collaborators with us in the organization of this conference. He also delivered the keynote address in this session and shared his valuable thoughts with us. Thank you very much, sir, for your efforts, both of your efforts, and in the collaboration with the organization and your keynote address. They have been the highlight of this conference. And you have rightly pointed out, you repeatedly said that it is important to conduct clinical trials of yoga and its benefits. Very rightly, you said that the world's scientific community of the world needs to recognize yoga as a science and not just a kind of a gymnastic activity. And you also pointed out that in yoga, we have zero investment, and in comparison to the billions of dollars and euros which are spent on modern medicine. So yoga's benefits are quite obvious. You also said that we should go to the schools and at the government level and private level and make the people understand that it is in the benefit of their children to adapt to yoga. And we thank you very much for that. And we wish you all the best in your efforts in popularizing yoga and its philosophy in Ukraine. You are doing a great service to our great nation and to our great civilization. Stay happy, sir, and stay safe. God bless, and thanks. And we also express our gratitude to Ms. Shaza Malla, yoga volunteer, Syrian Center for Yoga and Meditation, Syria. Unfortunately, she was unable to connect with us, but we know that she was very much interested in this conference. And for that interest, we thank her very much. And we wish that in our future program, she is able to connect with us. And Mr. Ravi also was unable to connect with us due to some technical difficulties. We do hope that in our next presentations, he would be with us. And we'd also like to express our gratitude to Ms. Kholoud Alyami, well-being expert from Saudi Arabia. You have been the founder of Tamdod for yoga and fitness equipment, and you have been spreading the knowledge about the soul and healthy, balanced life. You have also participated in different yoga, meditation, and well-being sessions. It's heartening to know that there are people like you in Saudi Arabia who are not only fond of yoga, but are doing so much to popularize it. And you have been saying that yoga is an internationally recognized lifestyle. It is not a gymnastics. It is, you pointed out the effect of stillness which this lifestyle generates and the feeling of calmness it creates. You focus more on meditation. And you also pointed out, you agreed with our keynote speaker, that more research is required. And you said that we need to rebalance our lives through yoga. This is very important. I believe that our audience adapts to these suggestions of yours. And your participation in this conference and the valuable thoughts you shared with us, thank you very much for that, and wish you very best in your yoga pursuits and also in your life. Our sincere thanks to you, ma'am. And our thanks also go to our wonderful national and international audience who have joined this conference online, also to the audience which was present with the campus, and all those people need our thanks. And we also thank all the teaching and non-teaching staff of this campus and all the campuses which are online, the campuses of the Central Sanskrit University. Your participation is a great morale booster for us. We hope to see you in our future conferences as well. Thank you very much for joining. And finally, thank you all the wonderful people who have contributed to making this conference, this session, a success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Since we have concluded the first session and two of our guests could not connect due to network problems, and if they are able to connect, we will call them again and listen and witness their views. So we have now entered the second session, which will eventually be the final session of this two-day international conference. So without any break, I propose uninterrupted proceedings of this program. I will again call Shri Sharat Sharma, sir, for formally introducing and welcoming the guests of this last session. So please do the favor again, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Gopal Vermaji. It's my pleasure to welcome you all. I say hello and a very good afternoon to our online audiences. My name is Sharat Sharma, as I told you earlier also. And it's my proud privilege to welcome all the brilliant people who are joined with us, all the experts, the practitioners and admirers of yoga and its marvelous philosophy. First of all, we welcome Ms. Snejna Satyapriya Mrajovic, yoga and hypnosis teacher and pranic healer, Bhalwal, Croatia. You have been doing a wonderful job in promoting yoga in your lovely country, Croatia. You are managing member of Kriti Yoga International India, member of European Union Organization for Natural Energy and Spiritual Medicine. You are member of Croatian Organization for Natural Energy and Spiritual Medicine. You have done yoga teacher training course in the traditional self-knowledge, Ashtanga, Hatha, and Raja Yoga from Shri Jagannath Yoga Vedanta Kendra, Odisha, India. And you have participated in educational talks organized by Kriti Yoga International, 100 hours yoga teacher training course in asana, pranayama, meditation, and alternative therapies from Kriti Yoga International, Muzaffarnagar, India. You hold a diploma in hypnotherapy, a diploma in pranic healing, a diploma in regressional therapy, that is the past life, and you have agreed to chair this final session of the conference. It would be interesting and inspiring to hear about your experiences. We look forward to it, ma'am. Welcome. Next, we would love to welcome the keynote speaker of this session, Ms. Donisha Milandran, founder, director, and chief yoga instructor at Rhythmic Yoga Academy in Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, she has been hospitalized due to a road accident and is unable to join us. We are sorry to hear about that and wish her a quick recovery. Next, we welcome Ms. Petra Egjensen, Ayurveda therapist and trainer, yoga practitioner, Union Yogas Ayurveda, Singapore, who would be talking about yoga journey from a Western yogi. I'm sure that is going to be quite an interesting listening. You are most welcome, Ms. Petra Egjensen, to this conference and this session. We also welcome our visionary and hardworking and very well-respected director, Professor Madan Mohan Jha, who has been presiding all our sessions, including this one. He is well-grounded in our ancient shastras. He specializes in education and teacher training because besides being a director, he is also head of the Department of Education in this campus. And he is also quite IT savvy. So his enthusiasm for all the new ventures like this one is quite contagious, I should say. His ready support really fires us up all. Thank you very much for all that, sir, and welcome to the session. The comments in your presidential address would certainly encourage us to engage in many more new ventures like this one, we are sure. And we also welcome all the yogis and yoginis and the aspiring ones and the curious ones also who have joined us in this conference in the online mode. And that includes the worthy teachers and students from all our campuses also. And many of our teaching faculty and students have also joined online as well because today is Sunday and a holiday. Welcome to you all, worthy people. We also welcome the members of the various teams of this staff who have been working tirelessly even during the weekend to ensure the success of this conference, especially the IT teams at the university headquarters at New Delhi and here in this campus too. Thanks and welcome. Welcome to all. I'm sure you would be having a wonderful time and a rewarding experience in this session. So welcome all.
Thank you, sir, for this beautiful introductory and welcome address. Now, without wasting any time, now I call upon our first guest of this session and who is also the keynote speaker, Ms. Petra Egjensen, Ayurveda therapist and trainer, yoga practitioner from Singapore, to kindly address the audience and present her keynote speech. Welcome, ma'am.
Hari Om, Namaste, a very warm welcome and afternoon to you all participants of this nice session, and pranams to all the great and ancient masters of yoga, and sincere appreciation for the university for giving me this opportunity to talk about yoga. All the yoga teachers, acharyas, and teachers on my path, and giving me understanding and inspiration from yoga. I feel like you are all very blessed. If you're connected to Sanskrit University, it's a wonderful thing. Sanskrit as a language, I think it's an amazing tool for transformation, just like yoga is. So that's a very nice commonality. And on the special occasion, we just celebrate yoga. I just want to share with you my personal journey for yoga as a Westerner, because I started, of course, in my country, in the Netherlands. That's somewhere, just a small country in the West. And I was living there a life of hard working every day. In the evening, trying to relax with television, and then we living for the weekend, actually, but working a hard life. And didn't know actually how to relax ourselves, just by watching television and on the weekend doing some socializing. And then the pressure built up. So when you're doing a job, there's always more pressure. Your boss wants you to do more and more and more. And then he asked me to do a study, to study management in the university. So I started doing this study, but then the combination of a tough job and the study, that took its toll. And I didn't learn in this university how to manage myself. I only learned how to manage others. So that's something I miss. So then I got stressed out. I got sleepless nights. And after so many sleepless nights, I thought, now I need to do something about it. And I thought maybe I try yoga. And yoga was for me at that time more like something for softies, like a soft practice, maybe for like something like hippies or something like that. But I thought I tried it. So I Googled and I found a really nice place just around the corner. And then I came into this practice, and I was very fortunate that I had a very traditional yoga teacher. She taught me yoga from A to Z. So she included everything. She included chanting, pranayama, next to the asana. So it was very nice practice. Also, she taught the mudras and the bandhas. So I was very fortunate. So I discovered a complete new world, and I was very inspired by that. And I really enjoyed. And at those evenings, I slept very well. So I had no sleepless nights at all, but it was only once a week. So that didn't do the trick, of course. And then I relocated to Singapore, and I thought, this is the first thing I need to do. I need to reconnect with yoga. So I went to a yoga school, a very nice yoga school. But it was more about physical practice. You're mentioning also it's more physical practice. And I thought, okay, I'm going to explore all the physical practices. So I started to discover all kinds of practices like aerial yoga, hot yoga, wheel yoga, rope yoga, all the varieties I tried. And because I had nothing else to do, I didn't have a job or whatever, I did it 7 days a week. So you could say this physical practice was, of course, not a complete practice, but it still taught me some lessons. Because the first thing it taught me, when you're doing some kind of asanas, you're stepping against your own limitations. You're confronted with your own limitations. You think you cannot do it, and still, if you surrender to it, if you just relax, don't fight in an asana, just relax and be at ease and be at peace, then you discover that you're actually more capable of doing a lot of things. And of course, this is like a physical lesson I had, but it also applies to your mental state. In your mind, there are a lot of limitations, but actually in reality, there are not. There's so much possibilities if you just have a connection. So this is really something I learned only from the physical exercise. I saw also, of course, my strength increased, my flexibility increased, and with increased flexibility, also my mind became more flexible. I think that is also one of the advantages of yoga practice. But of course, I saw also my body changing. But in the end, that was not important to me at all. Of course, that's also something I really enjoy about yoga, is that it creates space. So it creates space when you're doing some kind of asanas, not only flexibility, but creates space within your body, and space within your body also reflects in your mind. It creates space in your mind. And actually, this is something we all need. We need space in our mind. We need silence. We often look for a lot of distractions and a lot of activities, but we should do it from a place of peace. And I think our center is like a place of peace where we come from. So this is a true connection to the place of peace. So this is something that's also very nice, I think, about the physical yoga practice. I also discovered that it can heal yourself. So sometimes I had like an injury or something, and I thought just practice yoga, and I felt much better afterwards. So it was only physical practice, but still, I think physical yoga practice also offers a lot of advantages and also helps you to understand your body more and also make the connection with your mind. Because you also know, like if you breathe properly and you have the body-mind connection, your mind will also calm down. So it's very nice. But for me, it was not enough because, of course, I had the background of doing pranayamas and the chanting and everything. I thought I want to explore more and I want to discover more. So I started studying yoga, of course, in India, because that's the country I all came from. And then also along with that, I started studying Ayurveda, and then later on also the scriptures, but not, of course, as like since it was you're doing it, but still I learned so many lessons from this. So for me, like Ayurveda taught me one thing: to just live my life in line with nature. So because Ayurveda only works with natural treatments, and so am I doing now with my patients. It's very good to live just your life in line with nature, and that doesn't mean only in line with nature around us, which is very good to connect with nature every day of your life, but also with your own nature. And your own nature is like peace, calmness, love, and light. So also the connection to make there. And this is the most important lesson I learned from Ayurveda. Of course, meditation also came onto my path. And this taught me don't dwell in the past. So don't think about all the things that are already gone, because the past is dead, right? It doesn't exist anymore. The future, anxiety of the future, you don't need. It's all a waste of time. Be in the moment. Be in the present moment. Enjoy this moment because it's precious. That's something I learned from meditation, and I'm learning it every day because I'm applying it every day nowadays. From all the scriptural knowledge I gain, and of course, it's a lifelong study. It's not something you can do in a few years, but I love all the scriptures. And for like the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, that taught me actually like the meditation part. It's I could even say like a dictionary towards a journey towards inner joy and inner happiness. And it's not only about asana, just a part of it. It's about how to live your life. It gives us like why are we struggling, and what can we do about it. That's even better. So it gives you a better understanding how to find a happy, peaceful life, and gives you the tools to do it. And look at life in a broader sense, the yoga in a broader sense. Also to remember the whole lineage, because it's, of course, we have, yoga is not, in the West at least, it's not considered as, it's like a practice. And of course, yoga has its background in the scriptures and everything. And I think it's very good to know where it comes from, what kind of reference they are made, and very much more information is described in all those scriptures. It's so very good to know. And I realized this also by studying like something like Patanjali, but also the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And this is more I learned from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, like also to find your inner balance. It's like you have the forces that are struggling inside of you, and also to find the inner peace, just so to clean your nadis and everything. And then it's self-illuminating, and we have the self-illuminating power inside of us. We all have this. It's not only me, it's in all of us. So it's very good discovery, I think, from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. The scriptures, then, you have so many, I know, but I like to study them one by one. I just recently did something about the Keno Upanishad, also very nice. Of course, Sat Chit Anand, very important to realize. Thou art that, which we know it, maybe if study it, but still we don't realize this, right? But it's something to be aware of. It's something, we all have this divinity within us. And maybe we don't think like that every day, but I think it's very good to have the awareness that we do. And that's why I like to connect with scriptures or like text with that, with these kind of words on a regular basis. I think this is good for everyone because they contain the Mahavakya, so all the wisdom is inside them. And I wish more people would know this. So I'm happy you're studying this. I don't know if you do, but or teaching this, even better. It's very good to share this with a lot of people because it's so beneficial. All those ancient wisdom we can apply in everyday life, in every part of the world, not only India. Please share it with all parts of the world. That would be very nice. So it also remembers you what is temporary and what is actually real and what is eternal, and that's your nature. So this whole body is just like something you get, and after time it dissolves in the earth. It's like the whole cycle goes on and on, but inside of you, this spirit, that's eternal, and that's something you need to connect with. You can practice this with meditation. For me, this is part of yoga also. And then my favorite scripture is the Bhagavad Gita. I just love the Bhagavad Gita. It just gives so much information. The struggle of Arjuna is like the struggle of our life. And all these texts give just like all kinds of clues how to deal with this struggle. I really love it. Also giving you some kind of options like selfless service, karma yoga, something we're not very used to in the West. I was not, to be honest. And now, because I know, I realize the importance of karma yoga. I'm trying to implement this in my life also as much as possible and as often as possible. It brings you so much joy if you can help others to benefit from knowledge you have, from qualities you have, from skills you have, whatever you have available. Share it with others. That's something I learned from the Bhagavad Gita. Also, equanimity, because I've always thought it's very nice if you're extremely happy, but then you get that also that you're extremely sad. So the equanimous state of mind, to look for this in life and not be too challenged about all the circumstances that come on every path. You know, we get to deal with death, and we get to deal with all kinds of sickness, disease, all kinds of horrible accidents in your life. But it's best to stay evenness in mind, not be extremely happy, not be extremely sad. And I like the comparison my guru made of a windsurfer. So like amidst all waves and all tides, high waves, low waves, just stand joyfully and peacefully and just accept everything that's coming on your path. Because in the end, it might just be a gift to you and you can learn from it and progress. Also, the Bhagavad Gita taught me about Dharma. So don't run away from your responsibilities. Take everything, take your opportunities, and concentrate on your duty. Because we all have a role to play in this life. And it can be a different role. We're all different people. We are not the same. We all have our own role to play in this life. And a human birth is actually very special. So let's make our lives, very meaningful. That would be very nice. So all these personal benefits I gained from yoga, I'm very grateful for all the wisdom I got from all teachers, acharyas, the gurus, and the ancient rishis I got and can apply in daily life. So my wish is to promote yoga, because I think even the physical practices are a perfect entrance door for further study, or maybe connection with, pranayama, some chanting. Already Om chanting will do so much good and so much benefit for a lot of people. We only need to translate this to this day and age, and different people, different possibilities. So maybe write blogs, make articles or make videos where you include the completeness of yoga practice, and and maybe insert all the wisdom you already have from all your studies, the Sanskrit studies. So it is so beneficial to share this with a lot of people. And in the end, we all are here in this planet to help each other. And I really like Vasudeva Kutumbakam, The world is one big family. So your lifestyle change your personality, and if you change your little world, the world will change around you. So let's all do our best. Share your knowledge, share your wisdom, spread yoga, and make this world a better place. Thank you so much. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful address and your insights on yoga. Now, this is the time to call our chairperson of the session, Miss Snizana Satyapriya Mrazovic, yoga and hypnosis teacher and a panic healer from Croatia, to kindly address the audience. So please welcome Miss Snizana Satyapriya Mrazovic.
Hari Om. Yoga teacher of Croatia. This is little country in Europe. Before 20 years, I start go some group to.
We need to tell her she's not audible.
Ma'am, you're not audible, please. She's sitting in the open sky, but her voice is not audible.
Okay, sorry. Now, namaste. Namaste.
The audio is coming, but it's weak.
Namaste. Now better?
No, no, yes, now it's better, ma'am. Thank you. Please carry on.
Sorry, because I'm now sitting in the nature and internet is in the island very, very bad. But I give the best to tell something about me and about my country and yoga in my country who I teach. And namaste to everybody. Happy International Yoga Day for everybody. I'm happy because I'm in a beautiful company and I have a very big bless to tell you something about me and about what I practice and learn Croatian people and people in all Balkan area this technique. Before 20 years I start to be bhakti devotee of the Lord Krishna. And after that, I do very, very deep meditation, yoga nidra. I go deep in myself. I see I have a first spiritual experiment that I'm not the body, that I'm a soul. And in this meditation, my body starts to move and change. Something moving like a deep breathing, pranayama, deep breathe, yogi asana. I never do that. I never do yoga in this way. But my body, without me, start practice yoga, pranayama. I just need to go deep. This is very, very big knowledge because no one here don't teach something like that. How to take your program to be healthy and happy. Because if you are happy, you have physical body also good health and psychical body also good health. You must be happy. You must be happy. But how to be happy? You must know they are not this body, but the soul. I need 1-2 minutes to touch the person and person go deep and can see all, can see first time spiritual experience.
Ma'am, your voice is inaudible. Please speak a bit louder.
Okay, I will try. Now better?
That's better.
Sorry,
This
I
is
have
better,
a
I
minute
think.
to explain that everybody inside us have the program how to fix it yourself, how to fix it your physical body, how to fix it your mental body, your emotion, and how to be what you are, soul. This is very interesting technique, and I teach many people in many seminar, and everybody after one day feeling much more better. We do pranayama, deep pranayama, very simple, but unconscious, not conscious. We deep go inside, and people can enjoy, see all the things, and have good experience. After that, sadness go, fear go, pain go, everything go. I practice this practice last 6 years, and many people from India also want to know how to do that. I teach Indian person online, Europe person. I'm in Croatia organization. This is organization for all Europe for natural energy and spiritual medicine. And very important in yoga is that we know that all yoga, it's not yoga if don't have bhakti. Yoga is bhakti. The queen of the yoga is bhakti yoga. This is what I want to tell. This is karma. This is everything. This is not important only physical body. Of course, this is sometimes karma, but very important is how to clean the karma, how to spiritual grow, how to respect the gods, how to know how to go deep and be happy inside yourself. I see Indian poor, very poor children without parents, but this is the much more happy children in all the world. There I have spiritual experience for happiness. You don't need nothing outside, nothing. Your wife cannot give you happiness. Your children also. Your big house, one, two, three, no happiness. Big car, no happiness. Happiness comes inside us. We must go deep. There is the happiness. I teach how to go deep and how to clean the karma. We have group in my home. One time of the week, practice bhakti yoga on spiritual yoga. Give the puja, teach the people how to start to be vegetable for other people who don't know nothing. Because Europe people don't know nothing, don't know how to go deep. This is very important to help Europe people. Thank you, everybody. I'm sorry if you don't understand me good because my English is not good, and this is my first speak online in English language. I speak Croatian, and I working in this area, language area, much more. But thank you everybody to listen me. Try to go deep. Try to practice pranayama. Pranayama, it's life. Because if you control your breath, you control all your life, everything. But you must know how to control your breath. Just practice pranayama every day, 15 minutes, but every day. After 1 month, everybody will feel better. Everybody. I don't know no one who not feel better after 1 month practice pranayama. All the problems go. Mind is clear. Body is fresh. Sickness go. Because you are happy. You take the prana. Thank you very much for listening me. Namaste. Hari Om. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspirational address. Now, this is the time for our guide and torchbearer, Professor Madan Mohan Jha, Director of Shri Ranbir Campus, Central Sanskrit University, to address the audience. So I now call him on the dais to please address the viewers with his presidential address. Professor Madan Mohan Jha. Are you around, sir? If you are online, please come and present your presidential address.
सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः। सभी को आज इस वेबिनार में नमस्कार करता हूं। बहुत ही ये हमारे परिसर के सभी विद्वानों के द्वारा जो यह अंतर्राष्ट्रीय वेबिनार आयोजित किया गया है, ये बहुत ही अच्छा था। आज मैं तो कल भी पूरे वेबिनार में था, आज भी हूं और सुना भी। ये सच में यह जो 8वां अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस है, वह हमारे लिए भी अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस ही हो गया है, क्योंकि इसमें विभिन्न देशों से प्रतिभागी जुड़ के इसको अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस के रूप में आयोजित कर दिया है। इसके लिए हमारे जितने भी सहकर्मी हैं सभी धन्यवाद के पात्र हैं। वास्तविकता यही है कि जितने भी योग, आसन, प्राणायाम, ध्यान इत्यादि है, सबका संबंध मन से ही होता है और इंद्रियों से है, और शरीर इसमें मनोवैज्ञानिक प्रभाव भी पड़ता है। केवल यही नहीं, अगर हम योग करते हैं, योग से प्राणायाम, आसन इत्यादि करते हैं, तो मन शांत होता है। इसमें एक मनोवैज्ञानिक प्रभाव भी पड़ता है। हमको मन में ये लगता है कि हमारी चित्त शांति की ओर जा रहा है। जब हम ध्यान करते हैं, बस वास्तविक है कि ध्यान करते समय बहुत सारी समस्याएं होती है। उसमें योगी जन जो होते हैं तो निराकार ध्यान करते हैं और साकार ध्यान भी होता है। तो मैं तो जैसा अनुभव करता हूं कि जब ध्यान आरंभ अवस्था में करते हैं लोग, तो आरंभ अवस्था में साकार ध्यान करने में थोड़ी सी आसानी होती है। जो हम जिस ईश्वर को, गॉड को, जिस किसी को मानते हैं, नहीं भी मानते हैं, एक दीपक सामने जला के अगर दीपक पर भी ध्यान एकाग्र करके ध्यान करते हैं, या किसी भी ईश्वर को मन में स्थिर करके उस पर ध्यान केंद्रित करके अगर ध्यान करते हैं, तो वह ध्यान होता है। और बाद में जब चित्त एकाग्र हो जाता है बहुत कुछ करने के बाद, तब हम निराकार ध्यान भी कर सकते हैं। और इसमें जो ऐसे भी आप अनुभव करेंगे, जब प्राणायाम करते हैं तो प्राणायाम बहुत धीरे धीरे शांत स्वभाव से करते हैं। हम तो कहते हैं, उसमें एक और लॉजिक ये है कि जब ईश्वर ने हमें सांसें दी है, जो वो गिनी सांसें, गिनी चुनी होती है। जो 1,00,000, 2,00,000, करोड़, 2 करोड़ बार हम सांस ले सकते हैं, इतना हमारा कोटे में इतना डाला गया है ईश्वर के द्वारा। इतनी सांसें आपकी है। उन सांसों को जब हम कुछ लोग 2 वर्ष में ही पूरा कर लें, या 10 वर्ष तक ले जाएं। तो 2 वर्ष में जब पूरा करते हैं तो उनकी आयु 2 वर्ष की हो जाती है। अब उसी को अगर हम 10 वर्ष में उन सांसों को जिए तो हमारी आयु 10 वर्ष की हो जाती है। तो जब सांस लेते हैं उसको सांसों पर नियंत्रण करना ही प्राणायाम होता है। और प्राणायाम में जब लंबी सांस अनुभव करिए, जब लंबी सांस लेते हैं और उसमें एकाग्रता करते हैं ईश्वर का या जो हमारे इष्ट देव हैं उनका हम ध्यान करते हैं, तो वह प्राणायाम में भी ध्यान हो जाता है। और इसलिए जितने भी आज योगासन वाले हैं वो कहते हैं कि ये ध्यान जो है वह सुखासन में भी हो सकता है, सिद्धासन में भी हो सकता है या अन्य आसनों में भी हो सकता है। तो जब हम किसी सुखासन में बैठते हैं या और एकदम आराम से मुद्रा में उसके साथ प्राणायाम करते हैं और प्राणायाम में ही ध्यान का अभ्यास करें, तो वो हो सकता है कि कुछ दिन करने के बाद हम निराकार ध्यान में भी प्रवीण हो जाएंगे। और इस तरह जब ध्यान चित्त एकाग्र होगा, मन एकाग्र होगा, तो हम ईश्वर की प्राप्ति करते हैं, ऐसा सुनता हूं। ईश्वर की प्राप्ति से तात्पर्य ये नहीं कि हम भगवान को देख लेते हैं, भगवान को पा लेते हैं। ईश्वर की प्राप्ति करते हैं मतलब सच्चिदानंद को प्राप्त करते हैं, अर्थात हम आनंदानुभूति करते हैं। जब हम ध्यान में लीन हो जाते हैं तो एक अलग प्रकार की आनंद की अनुभूति होती है और वही अनुभूति जो है ईश्वर प्राप्ति उसी को कहते हैं। वो आनंद जो है परमानंद की प्राप्ति, वही ईश्वर की प्राप्ति होती है। तो आज जब हमारे प्रधानमंत्री के द्वारा अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस आयोजित किया जा रहा है और उन्होंने पूरे विश्व को इस योगासन योग में जोड़ दिए हैं और देश भर में विश्व भर में योग दिवस मनाया जाता है, तो इसमें इसका मुख्य ये भी है कि यदि जो कुछ स्टेट्स, जो कुछ राष्ट्र अवांछित गतिविधियां चलती रहती है, अगर सभी लोग योग में निरत हो जाएंगे, योग ध्यान करेंगे, तो ऐसा होगा कि सबके चित्त वृत्ति का संयमन होगा और सभी सत दिशा में, उचित दिशा में, जो दिशा न्यायोचित दिशा में सबकी प्रवृत्ति बढ़ेगी और ये जितने भी आतंकवाद है या दुष्ट प्रवृत्ति वाले लोग हैं उसका भी समन होगा, स्वतः हो सकता है, ऐसा मेरा मानना है। और मैं इस योग दिवस के अवसर पर जो यह अंतरराष्ट्रीय वेबिनार का आयोजन किया गया, इसके लिए मैं सभी आयोजकों को धन्यवाद देता हूं। और इस अवसर पर हमारे माननीय कुलपति जी ने भी प्रथम दिन ही उद्घाटन में आके उपस्थित होकर अपने वक्तव्यों द्वारा, आशीर्वचन द्वारा हम लोगों को प्रोत्साहित किए हैं। उनको भी उनका भी परिसर आभारी है। और मुख्यालय जिन्होंने इस कार्यक्रम को अपने पटल पर स्थान देकर संपूर्ण विश्व में इस कार्यक्रम को प्रसारित किए हैं, अपने सभी परिसरों में प्रसारित किए हैं या सभी पूरे देश भर में अपने पटल पर स्थान देकर प्रसारित किए हैं, इसके लिए मुख्यालय में जो भी इस कार्य में संलग्न है उन सभी को धन्यवाद देता हूं, उसके प्रति हम परिसर आभारी है। और इस कार्यक्रम में भी जितने भी बहुत सारे लोग हैं, जो आयोजक ही नहीं, जितने हमारे टेक्निकल टीम है इत्यादि है, बहुत सारे लोग हैं, सबको धन्यवाद देता हूं। और हमारा परिसर इसी तरह सभी कार्यों में अग्रसर रहे, इसका आशा करता हूं। इसके लिए सभी को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, सभी को नमस्कार करके वाणी को विराम देता हूं। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your motivational speech. This will keep us inspired to do the best of our capabilities. Thank you so much once again. As this conference was built with intent of active and interactive learning, so we sincerely hope that ideas and views shared during the interaction will sow its seeds for fruitful results. Now, towards the end of this program, I call Shri Maninder Singh, physical education teacher of this Shri Ranbir campus and the coordinator of this two-day international conference on importance of integral system of yoga for physical and mental well-being, to present formal vote of thanks to our wonderful guest who joined this program. And I would also ask him to formally end this program with Shanti Path.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm audible. Good afternoon to all our online and offline audiences. I am Maninder Singh and I am here to present a vote of thanks to all the good people who have contributed in making this conference a success. First of all, I want to thank our collaborators of this 2 days international conference on importance of integral system of yoga for physical and mental well-being, Meena Amin Traditional Yoga and Meditation Center, Egypt. And second one, Ukrainian Association of Ayurveda and Yoga, Kiev, Ukraine. Thank you very much for this collaboration, and we want to see such collaboration in future too. I also thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Shri Professor Shri Nivas Varkhede ji, for giving us permission and always encouraging us to conduct such events. Thank you very much, sir. Next, we thank Ms. Sanjana Satyapriya Mozovic, yoga and hypnosis teacher and pranic healer, Bijlover, Protea. You have been doing a wonderful job in promoting yoga in your lovely country, Croatia, as is evident in your address to this session as chairperson. Thank you very much, ma'am. Next, we would extend our thanks to Ms. Donesia Maliandrian, founder, director, and chief yoga instructor in Rhythmic Yoga Academy in Sri Lanka. But unfortunately, she could not be a part of 2 days online event as she met with an accident, and we pray to God that she will get soon as early as possible. Thank you very much, ma'am, for showing interest in this 2-day international conference. Next, we thanks Ms. Petra Ak Jensen, Ayurveda therapist and trainer, yoga practitioner, Union Yoga Ayurveda Singapore, who brilliantly narrated the yoga journey from a Western yogi. Her talks was both informative as well as interesting. Thank you very much, ma'am, and all the best for your mission for promoting yoga in your wonderful country, Singapore. We also thanks our visionary and hardworking, well-respected director, Professor Madan Mohan Jha, who has been presiding all our session, including this one. His enthusiasm for all new ventures like this one is quite contagious. His ready sport really fires up. Thank you for all that, sir. We welcome to this session, and the comments in your presiding address would encourage us all to engage in many more new ventures like this one. We are sure. Thank you very much, sir. We also thanks the yogis and yoginis and the inspiring one and the curious one also who have joined us in this conference in the online and offline mode, and that includes the worthy teachers and students from our other campuses also, and many of our teachers, faculty, and students have joined us online. As today is Sunday, a holiday, welcomes to you all worthy people. We also thank all the members of our various team of our staff. We also who have been working tirelessly even during the weekends to ensure the success of this conference, especially the IT team at the university headquarters at New Delhi and here in this campus too. Thanks and welcome. Our thanks also go to the members of the press who have been providing coverage to our conference proceeding in their esteemed papers. Thank you all and God bless. We are now at the last phase of this conference, and it's a request that we all participated and end this conference with Shanti Path. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kashya dukh bhagavaye. Om Shanti, Shanti. Om. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.